two types, that is balanced transportation and unbalanced transportation method. How to find the minimum transportation cost? You just observe this supply and demand first, whether it is balanced or not. Company has factories at F1, F2, F3. Welcome back to my new session on operation research. My dear students, already we are in third unit, have started transportation problem. So in transportation problem, in my previous session, I have discussed about northwest corner introduction. So today I will continue the problems on northwest corner method. It is very simple concept for finding the initial basic feasible solution, and for optimal solution we can use this transportation method. In transportation method we have two types, that is balanced transportation and unbalanced transportation method. For finding the basic feasible solution we have three methods, very important method: northwest corner method, least cost method and Vogel's approximation method called BAM. Already have started northwest corner method. So today I will explain some other problems on northwest corner method. So this transportation problem is a special structure in linear programming problem. With the help of this transportation problem, we can find the total minimum cost. In order to find the transportation cost, we have some methods for finding the basic feasible solution: northwest corner, least cost and Vogel's approximation method. So let's get started with the new problem. Here you have one problem. A company has three production facilities, S1, S2 and S3. Company has three production facilities, S1, S2 and S3, and 7, 9, 18 units. Company has three production facility, S1, S2, S3, and the capacities are 7 units, 9 units and 18 units in 100 rupees per week of a product. Per product they have the capacity for S1 is 7 and S2 9 units, S3 18 units. And these units are to be shipped to warehouses D1, D2 and D3. Warehouses D1, D2, D3 and D4 with requirement of 5, 8, 7 and 14 units. With requirements for this D1, D2, D3, D4 is 5, 8, 7 and 14 units in 100 rupees per week. The transportation cost in rupees per unit between factories to warehouses are given in the table below. Here they have given one table with source and destinations, and we have supply and demands for that. We have to find the total minimum cost using northwest corner method. They will mention the name of the problem. So solve by northwest corner or solve by least cost method. So here we have a table. You just observe this table first. Supply and demand. So what is the first step? We have to check whether it is balanced or unbalanced. How to find it is balanced or unbalanced? For adding all the supply and for adding all the demands, you can get to know about the balanced or unbalanced problem. Add all the supply values. 7, 9 is 16. 16 plus 18 is 34. And 5 plus 8 is 13. 13 plus 7 is 20. 20 plus 14 is 34. So it is balanced problem because supply is equal to demand. Demand is equal to supply. Both the values are equal means it is a balanced problem. It is balanced. It is balanced problem. We can proceed now. What is the next step? Next you have to select the left corner cell, the left corner variable. So in this variables, left corner variable is 19, north corner cell is 19, northwest corner cell. So northwest method. So this is northwest corner problem. So I will select northwest corner cell. So 19 is my northwest corner cell. So you just observe the column of 19 in demand. It is 5 and observe the row in supply value is 7. So out of 7 and 5, which is the least value? Least value is 5. So I will allocate 5 rupees to this cell. So it will become 0. If it is 0 means we can strike all the column values. And 7 minus 5 is 2. So supply value become 2. Here I have cancelled this column because you got 0 in demand. So I can strike out this entire column. And out of this, now it is my variables. Out of these variables, you just select the left corner value. Left corner value is 30. You are not supposed to consider this again because I have cancelled this column. And you just select out of these variables. So left corner value is 30. And you just observe this, demand value is 8, supply value is 2. So 2 is lesser than 8. So I will allocate this 2 rupees to this cell. It will become 0. And 8 minus 2 is, it is 6. So here I got 0. 0 means I can strike out this entire row. So now I have only this much variables. So next, left corner value is 30. We just observe the column value of 6 and row value is 9. So out of 9 and 6, lesser value is 6. I will allocate 6 rupees to this cell. Now it is a allocated cells. So I will cancel this. It will become 0. If it is 0 means I can cancel this entire column. 9 minus 6. 9 minus 6 is 3. I got 3 in supply. And now my variables are 40, 60, 70 and 30. Next, left corner value is 40. Observe this demand value and supply value. Supply value is lesser than demand value. So I will allocate this 3 rupees to this cell. It will become 0. If it is 0 means you can cancel this entire row. In supply I have 3, in demand I have 7. So 7 minus 3 is 4. It is 4. So now my variables are 70 and 20. Out of this you have to select the left corner value, that is 70 is my left corner value. Out of this 18 and 4, so lesser value is 4. I will allocate 4 rupees to this cell. So it will become 0. Then I will cancel this. So 18 minus 4 is 14. So now you can see the demand value and supply value. In supply value I have 14 and in demand value I have 14 units. So both the value should be same at last. If you get only one variable, so both the value should be same. Otherwise it is wrong. So here I got same value. So 14 and 14, I will allocate 14 rupees to this cell. So it will become 0, it will become 0. So I can cancel this 20 also. So now I have completed the cancellations. So what is the next step? So you have to find the minimum transportation cost. Minimum transportation cost is equal to, how to find the minimum transportation cost? Here I have some allocated cells. You just consider all the allocated cells. So first allocated cell is 19 into 5. And the next allocated cell is 30 into 2 plus 30 into 2. And the next allocated cell is 30 into 6. 30 into 6. And the next allocated cell is 40 into 3. 40 into 3. Next is 70 into 4 plus 20 into 14. The total transportation cost is 1015 rupees. So this is your minimum transportation cost. Transportation cost is 1015 rupees. So this is called northwest corner method. It is very simple, my dear students. Easily you can score in this topic. And the next problem is, second problem, here I have one table. You just observe this supply and demand first, whether it is balanced or not. Add all the supply values. 6 plus 1, 7. 7 plus 10 is 17. And add all the demand values. 7 plus 5 is 12. 12 plus 3, 15. 15 plus 2 is 17. So it is a balanced problem. Both the values are equal. It is called as balanced problem. So what is the next step? Next step is you have to select the left corner value called north corner value. So northwest corner value is 2. I will select this. 2 is north corner cell. So you just observe the demand value and supply value 6 and 7. 6 is lesser than 7. So I will allocate 6 rupees to this cell. So now it is a allocated cell and these are the non-allocated cells. So 6 will become 0. I can cancel this entire row. 7 minus 6 is 1. And the next corner value, left corner value is 1. And out of demand and supply, I got both the values are same in supply and demand. So now, just observe this demand value and supply value. Both the values are equal. In supply also I have 1. Demand also I have 1. I will allocate this 1 rupees to this cell and I will cancel this. It will become 0 and it will become 0. I can cancel this entire row and entire column also. So out of this, left corner value is 8 and observe this demand value and supply value. Demand value is lesser than the supply value. I will allocate 5 rupees to this cell. It will become 0. You can cancel this column and it will become 5. 10 minus 5 is 5. And next left corner value is 15. So 3 is lesser than 5. I will allocate 3 rupees to this cell. It will become 0. So 5 minus 3 is 2. I will cancel this column. At last you have only one variable, that is your left corner variable is 9. So you just observe this demand value and supply value. You got both the values are same. So I will allocate 2 rupees to this cell. It will become 0 and become 0. I can cancel this. So now have completed all the cancellation. Now you can find the total minimum cost. So just consider all the allocated values. 2 into 6 plus 1 into 1 plus 8 into 5 plus 15 into 3 plus 9 into 2. You can find the transportation cost. So total transportation cost is 116 rupees. So this is your total cost in northwest corner method. And the last problem is a company has factories at F1, F2, F3. Company has factories at F1, F2, F3 and which supply to warehouses at W1, W2 and W3. Weekly factory capacities of weekly factories are 200, 160 and 90 units respectively. Weekly warehouses requirements for weekly warehouses is 180, 120 and 150 units respectively. Unit shipping cost in rupees are as follows. So unit shipping cost I have mentioned here. You have to solve this by northwest corner method. So in this problem also you have to find the least transportation cost. So what is the first step? You have to check whether it is balanced or unbalanced. Add all the supply values and demand value. 200, 160 is 360, 360 plus 90 is 450. And add all the demand values. 180, 120 is 300. 300 plus 150 it is 450. It is balanced problem. It is a balanced problem because all the supply value and demand values are equal. So it is a balanced problem. So what is the next step? You have to select the north corner cell. So here Out of these cells, north corner cell is 16. So this cell is north corner cell or left corner cell. So 16 is my left corner cell. I will allocate the values now. So you just check the demand value of 16 and supply value of 16. So here I have 200, I have 180. So 200 and 180. So least value is 180. I will allocate 180 to this cell. I have allocated 180 rupees to this cell. So it will become 0. If it is 0 means I can cancel this entire column. So 200 minus 180, it is 20. And next north corner cell is, so out of this you can select the next corner value. So north corner value is 20. I will select this 20 is my left corner value. You just check the demand value of 20 and supply value of 20. So demand value is higher than the supply value. So 20 is lesser than 120. So I will allocate 20 rupees to this cell, will become 0. If it is 0 means I can cancel this entire row. 120 minus 20 is 100. I got 100. And the next corner value is 8. 8 is my north corner cell. And next check the supply value and demand value for variable 8. So supply value is 160. Demand value is 100. So 100 is lesser than 160. I will allocate 100 rupees to this cell, will become 0. I can cancel this entire column. And now 160 minus 100 is 60. And the next variables are, I have only two variables, 18 and 16. North corner variable is 18. And out of supply and demand, supply value is lesser than demand value. 60 is lesser than 150. I will allocate 60 rupees to this cell and it will become 0. And I can cancel this row. 150 minus 60 is 90. The last variable is 16. You just cross verify the supply value and demand value. Both the values should be equal at last. So I will allocate 90 rupees to this cell. It will become 0. It will become 0. You can cancel this value. So now I have completed all the cancellations. Now you can find the total minimum cost. Total transportation cost is equal to, just consider all the allocated cells. 16 into 180 plus 20 into 20. 20 into 20 plus 8 into 100. 8 into 100. Next 18 into 60 plus 18 into 60. And last variable is 16 into 90. So now you can find out the total transportation cost. Total cost is equal to 6,600 rupees. Calculate this value, you will get 6,600 rupees. So this is your total minimum cost. So this technique is called as northwest corner method. Easily you can find the least value in northwest corner method. So this is one of the type of transportation problem. Very easiest concept is northwest corner method. In transportation problem, for finding the basic feasible solution, we have northwest corner, least cost and Vogel's approximation, right? In simplex, we have introduced slack variables. In B.C.A method, we have introduced surplus variables and artificial variables, right? So this is the transportation problem. In transportation problem, we have three methods called northwest corner, least cost and Vogel's approximation problem. My dear students, it is very simple concept. In transportation, what are the objective of this transportation problem? If you are manufacturing the products in your company, obviously you will find the minimum value, minimum transportation value, right? You are expecting maximum profit with minimum cost, right? So, in transportation also, we can find the minimum transportation cost for sending the goods from source to destination, how to find the minimum cost in transportation problem. So already have discussed all the balanced problem in northwest corner method. In my next session, I will discuss the next unbalanced problem. Please practice all the LPP problems. Easily you can score in operation research. So if you missed my classes, please watch all the classes on operation research. You just follow the link below. Please subscribe to our channel Vidhyaashram First Grade College, Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. Thank you.